Hey folks, thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Yellowhat, and in today's video we've got something slightly different for y'all. Instead of the normal run-of-the-mill Contractor Showdown gameplay, I wanted to try and do a live commentary game where I explain my thought process of how to approach the game and ultimately have this video serve as a tutorial of how to win more games. We'll go over plenty of tips and tricks that you can start using right now to survive longer and win more matches. As a note, I do have some tutorials that I'm starting to make that dive deeper into the individual aspects of the game that we'll be talking about today, such as rotations, end circles, where to land, you name it. Those videos will be coming out soon, but will take some more time to make. On top of those, if there are any specifics that you would like to see covered, either before or after watching this video, please feel free to let me know down in those comments below and I will get it added to my list. One last reminder, to sign up for the beta, the link to Contractor Showdown Discord is in the description below. Servers opened up early this weekend, so I hope to see some of you in there. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the tutorial. So landing spots, first of all, that's what we're thinking about here. So we have the circle landing to the north, so Nighttown, Hydertown, Hyder Ranch, not really going to be super good places to land. We could land Crash Site, or we can land Bridgehead, which actually, we're going to land Bridgehead because that is one of my more favorite places to land in. We do have some people dropping over to our left here, and the first thing you can do is use the circle and the plane path to figure out generally where people are going to be. So with it going across the map horizontally down the center, pretty much most people are going to be, around the top half of the map anyways. We see some people flying in over to industrial there. I got people down to my south. Actually, a couple of people down to my south. I think we're going to have people landing here, so I'm going to actually drop a little further. Yeah, this guy is 100% going here. So, we're going to try to find some stuff in the top buildings. He's going to land... Yeah, he's going to land in those buildings. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually not going to activate any of these chests or anything so that he doesn't really know that I'm here. We have an AKM off the rip, which is really good. Because he's going to want to come over here and loot that. I'm actually going to hide that out the window so nobody else can find it. Now, it looked like it was just one guy. Oh yeah, see? Here he is, rotating already. And he's going to go for all these chests. So we're going to position ourselves so we can ambush him. We might actually have a teammate, so we want to be a little careful here. We're just listening for footsteps right now. Yep, you can see him in the house. I don't want to actually give myself away. I want to keep the element of surprise. Oh. And somehow he managed to get himself above me, which is very interesting. Also had an AKM, but I'll be taking his money and his rifle. So we'll get both those kills. They could have had insurance, so they will be back for me, I think. Now here I'm thinking I'm hearing more footsteps. So, yep, here comes one. And there he is, and that was an insta-kill too, so they all had AKs, it's crazy. But we'll take... And just keep an eye on the sky. Especially after you thirst people, you want to keep an eye on the sky just in case they decide to come back. So so we can finally get our cash crate here. And then we can finally rotate out. That was probably the most action-packed I've ever seen Bridgehead in all reality. Usually I like this area just because not many people really go here. You're not going to see a lot of action. It's kind of out of the way. Plus, it gives you a really good rotate opportunity. I mean, if you look at the map here, you can rotate down south and get insurance, or you can rotate over to the east and get insurance, which is actually what I'm going to do, and just get a little bit more into the circle. We have $18,000 that we can play with, so I can even elect to go up north if I wanted to, but I do want to cop insurance first, just in case, and then I want to be able to go to a purple machine and get that 3-plate vest. Those are kind of the two things that you want, which is kind of why out of your first town you want to be walking away with about $6,000, roughly. But 24 people left, so half the lobby's pretty much gone at this point, but we've already got a few kills off the board on our first engagements here, so at this point, we want to try to secure some sort of secondary weapon. We can roll fine with just an assault rifle, but, you know, better to have like a sniper rifle so you can do things, and all you got to do is ask. We'll actually, we'll put that on there for right now. So, here's second circle, so we can see that there's some of the mountains here, some of industrial. There's no real reason to rotate into industrial at this point because it only makes up a portion of the circle, and it's most likely, in this case, going to pull north. So we want to try to get one of these mountains, actually. But I am first going to grab... I say that. Well, that was unexpected, but again, all you gotta do there...
He's on my body, he's taking my shit.
Oh, so he's calling out to his teammate. So that would suggest that one of them has insurance. So we went... Oh, and a 3-plate. Beautiful. That's exactly what I needed. And now we're just simply gonna get out of here. Just in case they want to come back for their stuff or anything. We took what we needed. We've got plenty of armor plates, plenty of first aids. We even have a self-revive in there too, just in case something hits the fan. So, 18 people left. That was unexpected, and kind of to deal with unexpected situations, what you want to do is try to catch, again, just try to take 1v1s as much as you can. They surprised me, so I lit that guy up, and that forced him to kind of be out of the engagement, but his friend was able to get right onto me, so I had to back off. Don't worry, it's just AI. I'm gonna take that off, put that on. This guy had another self-res. And we could just kind of stand here and take out all the AI. We're actually gonna want to buy more rifle ammo. If it would let me take it. I guess not. And now we got $22,000. We are very much kitted for this entire game. So we're gonna buy ourselves a cluster bomb, and then a scanning pulse. Cool. So we're cooking right now. Another thing that you can do, if you can see kind of barely, in the dead center of the circle, there's a airdrop. Always be listening for footsteps. I was just about to... Now, I thought I heard more footsteps, but you always gotta be careful. You can't just trust detections blindly, as somebody could always be holding on detection jammer, and he's gonna land right on his body.
Power of insurance. And his teammate was waiting right there for him, so you can see. Thankfully, he only had a pistol. He could have actually done some serious damage if I wasn't ready for that. Man.
Is he playing?
He's playing solo, he's frying, he's a demon, bro. Alright, best thing you can do is land on top of blue and Bobby back.
Yeah, and they're going to continue to buy insurance, as you just heard there. So, reality, I really want to get out of this area. But I also want to cop more heals, so I can use this zip line here. They're going to land on top of blue and try to get that insurance. So, to me, that tells me they're probably going to be down south. And I want to cop a few more of these. And we'll grab this for good measure. But yeah, we want to get out of here at this point. Those people definitely know where I'm at, and they're definitely going to be coming back for me. So being able to reposition here is probably a good idea. And in fact, we can sit on top of this hill right now and just kind of see where the circle goes and then make our plans from there. We have insurance. We're doing really good right now. And honestly, that's, you know, the better you can get yourself set up in the beginning of the game, the better off you're going to be late game, especially if things start to go south. But we're going to hold high ground here, and we're going to kind of see where this circle goes. Again, no real reason to actually rotate into industrial when it's going to be out of the circle. Now, if the circle does pull to industrial, then we'll make plans to do that, but for right now, we're chilling. And so we can see one guy is actually flying over there, so it's going to be hard to take that hill because I imagine there's going to be a full squad. And we're just going to keep an eye on our backs and go from there. You can actually see that loot crate right over there. It hasn't been looted yet, and he's going to fly onto insurance, and it looks like he's going to buy himself insurance, and I would imagine that he's going to go for that loot crate. In addition, there's a fight going on there because I just saw somebody with a scanner. So we're actually kind of free to take shots, although I think they might just be out of render distance. So we know essentially that there's one person over there and probably multiples over there. And then there should be a person around that area, I would imagine. And this, at this point in the game, it's really important to figure out where people are. You got 12 other people left, 13 including myself. And so we actually are free to hold right here and try to catch rotators in. So we kind of got lucky with that pull, I'm not going to lie. But we would have made plans otherwise if the circle had pulled, say, like all the way over there or all the way over there. But at this point, people should be pretty much rotating. Now, it's important for me to really keep an eye on my back, just because there's less hard cover around my back than there is in front of me. And a rule of thumb that I always have is you never want to be more than 1 second away from hard cover. I mentioned that in my beginner's guide or ultimate guide, whichever you want to call it, but hard cover, that includes walls, buildings, boxes, anything that you can't really shoot through. So, and that counter actually went up to 14 for the players, so one person has been brought back. So again, really good idea just to keep an eye on everything, but from our gunfights earlier, we've pretty much cleared most of this side of the circle. And so we'll see kind of where this pulls. If it pulls towards my mountain, I'm going to need to be ready for, you know, a lot of defense here. And I could get airstriked, etc. But we also have a couple pieces of cover that we can actually pull back to, just in case. So, again, controlling high points of the map, controlling power positions, it's really important, especially in late game, because people will be rotating to you. And that makes your life a lot easier instead of you rotating over to people. So, again, just kind of keeping an eye on my right. This is the area most likely where I'm gonna get flanked. So circle is gonna be fully closed in a minute. So then we could really start taking note of where people are at right now. And I'm actually not going to shoot at anybody unless I have, like, a super clear shot. Like, if they're crossing in this no man's land right below me. So, apologies that I'm just kind of sitting up here, but this is, if you want to play to win, you just got to control power positions and identify them as best as you can. We actually have a fight over there. I'm going to try to see. Okay, so we have that guy. Chip damage with a sniper is always really good to get. The more armor you can drain your enemies of before they even fight you, the better. So where is Circle going to pull? It's going to pull right to the center, and honestly, Coots might be looking like the move here. So, yeah. We have that hill right there. We have this hill that we can control, but then we're going to have to rotate out, and then Coots. Now, rotating to Coots is going to be hard, but shouldn't be undoable. And we see guys that are down there, so that kind of reduces my options as to where I can exactly go. There are going to be people controlling that building, so we might want to actually early rotate all the way to Coots before they get there. And it sucks to give up this hill because it's such a good position, but we kind of need to do it. And what do we got? 11 people left? There's still a lot of people left. And so you can imagine that this is like a kind of a clutch situation. Like, you know, your two teammates are dead. You don't really have any options to... You don't really have any options to, you know, buy them back or whatnot. But... Actually, I'm going to use this hut. Because this hut is pretty good hard cover. Plus, it allows me a fast rotate out. So there's probably going to be people over there. I don't need to burn my UAV just yet. It's actually 12 people, so interesting final circle. We'll see kind of what happens here, but we did spot the guy there, spotted a guy landing there. We do need to scout out Coots Graveyard and see if there's anybody there. I can't see any movement right now, but, you know, that could always change. Okay, so we do hear gunshots over that way. So, there is that. But we've pretty much cleared this half of the circle. So, I'm going to actually elect to go over there and get across this no man's land before it gets to be too late. Yeah, we can see people rotating it right now. I think those shots are probably going to be at me. The circle's right here. I think he had detection on. Probably sitting right up there. That or he's underground. That's the hard part too, is that there's underground areas. We want to just try to keep quiet as much as we can. The second we hear him fighting, we can use that opportunity to get up to him. He's going to try to keep the circle here. We got 5 people left now. Okay, so we see a guy rotating off the mountain. And he died of the zone just like that. He didn't push me, and somehow I win that. With a 12 kill game as well. So, yeah, that's, especially end zone, just gotta play it safe. You just gotta play it safe. Listen, try to get as much information as you can. Right at the end here, you heard that there was a guy pushing around the wall, and I waited for him to get close enough to go for a peek, and sure enough, he was right in the middle, and he just couldn't get away. So, as a result, I was able to down him, and then I used my airstrike kind of as an area denial, so that his teammate wasn't able to really peek me or get the save there. And so I was able to get the finish there. His teammate only really had one option, and that was to push right into me. I was able to kill him, and then had I had more health, I would have taken the second gunfight there, but I wanted to, you know, play it safe, not knowing, you know, where the other guy was. But ultimately, in the end, you just got to play smarter, not harder. And that's what's going to get you wins. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you did, feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. If you want to see more of this style of gameplay where I do more live comms, feel free to subscribe. And again, just let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I'll catch you around. Take it easy.